Hi everybody, today we're going to sort out the indicators on the CB10000r. They're not working. Someone's put some LED replacement indicators on there and they don't work. They were flashing super fast on one side and not on the other. Now they're not working at all. So we're going to look at what that problem might be. Okay, well there's the bike. So the first thing we're going to do is take the seat off and check out the fuse, if we can find the right fuse, and make sure that's okay. We'll take this bit off first. And then we can really loosen this off when I was working on it before. So we can take that off, get that off. Put that back on. So just checking out fuses. Got a fuse box there. Looks like well, I think they're calling it the turn clock. So the second one in. We'll check that one out first. So we've got a 10 amp there. That second one in. So let's see if we can get that one out. It's quite tough in there. And check that out. So looks like that's okay. So straight away, well, it's good in some ways, but not good in others because it's got to go further to fix it. But at least there isn't a fault that's blowing it at the moment. So we'll stick that back in and carry on looking further. So I've released the screws on this cowling over here and over here. I'm going to pull this cowling off. I can. I'm quite sure how it comes off. Okay. Put that down for a sec. Right, so well, in here we've got a lot of stuff crammed in here. So let's get some of this out. Let's see what the hell. So these look like they're some sort of load resistors. Whoa. So yeah, there's a few things not plugged in there. But there's a whole load of, so this one here looks like, what's this to do with the HID headlight? Now this is all the indicators, so we've got, so behind here, I'll get that off, pull that back, got, these are the indicators. I've already seen at the back we've got, I don't know which one's which, left and right, we've got blue and orange, because at the back I already know that I've got blue and orange for the indicators at the back. So I know they're the indicators, but then they're going into all this massive cabling, which is, so let me trace that through. So you got this, let's say the orange one, take the orange one and try and, there's a mess. Okay, here we go. So we got the orange one has got a load resistor and another load resistor and another load resistor, right? So they should all be in parallel with each other, which they kind of are in a convoluted way. So what we'll do is, that's one thing. So then we've got the other side, but that's got that's got load resistors as well, but they're slightly different ones. So I think what we're going to do is get rid of those load resistors and put in a different relay module, because the load resistors are in there because the LEDs don't take so much power, and the power needs to be drawn so that the relay for the indicators it heats up, is a bimetal strip heats up. So that bimetal strip has got two different metals attached to each other, and they heat up. They expand at different rates when they're heated up. So effectively, that bimetal strip bends. So every time it heats up, it bends. Therefore, at that point, it bends enough to disconnect. Then it cools down again, and it comes back and reconnects, and that's what makes your indicators flash. But it does need the load of the original 21 watt bulbs to make that heat up, to make that happen. And when you put LED lamps in its place, it's exactly what I would expect to find, is these load resistors, which altogether probably make about 21 watts to replace the lamp that was in there. But it's a bit of a Heath Robinson way of going about trying to do it. So the best way is to swap over the indicator relay that is load independent. So i.e. the time of the on and off of the indicators, the flash of the indicators isn't dependent on that load anymore. It's more electronic. So that's the next thing we're going to try and sort out. Okay, so I've already identified where that relay module is for the indicator, which is this one here. So try and get that out of there. This guy is held by a rubber. Sorry, it's going a bit awkward. Try and get that out of there. Okay, so that's off. I might need to do two hands here. I need to get that. I'll try. There's a plug down there that's got to come out the base of it. So let me come back to that because I need two hands. Right, okay. So I've got that module out from that plug. So this is the indicator relay, the original one. So that's that one, that Mitsuba one, which is load dependent. So it's just something else on there, but I'll have a look at that in a minute. Okay, so I've got my replacement one here in this box. This is hopefully this solves the problem. So what we can do is, if this works, we can take out the load resistors. Right, that's the new one plugged in, and I've had to take the rubber off of the old one, which is then, if I turn that through, that mounts, you can see that mounts on there. So I need to get that pushed down in this place. That's not right. Missed it there. So that's it. So now that's the indicator replacement indicator module. It's sitting in there nicely. Now we can hopefully take all this load of rubbish out, these load resistors. And what I've got to do is I've got to unplug from here, which is as easy as that, and I've got to take these off of here and plug them directly in, and that's taking them out. So let's do that. Right, so what we've done is we've taken all of this lot, all these load resistors out of it, which is obviously going to be a cause of a problem at some point, because you've got so many connections there, and so many connections there. What's the chances of those being alright forever? So this one here, which we basically connected through, no load resistors. This one here, we connected through, no load resistors. So now we've got a clear run at that. There's no load resistors in the back. There's no load resistors here. So what we can do is turn on, check that, do this one first. So that's that. So now that's working, albeit we've got some LEDs in there not working right. And then let's go around the back and have a look at that. And that one, they're all working in that one. Let's try the other side. So we go, yeah, the other side's working. So we're going to have a look at that. So I think yeah, we're sort of all working, okay. And then have a look at the one at the back again. And yeah, there's one of those not working, so we probably have to get a replacement one of those. But essentially, that's that problem solved. What I haven't checked is the hazard, which should be, let's turn that off. So we should get the hazards. Yeah, the hazards. So that's the hazards. That's all of them flashing together on that one. And then that's all of them flashing on that one. But I think that that won't pass an MOT with, because they'll just say that that isn't as it was manufactured to work. So probably have to get some new indicators now. That'll be the next thing. But I'll see you on the next one.